Hello there, piano players and drummers and ukulele players and everybody else. This is an add-on for Greensleeves. This is just a little kind of section of the video just to talk a bit about the notation that's popping up within this piece. It's a really nice opportunity to talk about some of the things that's happening that there are currently no videos on this channel. So the first thing to talk a little bit about is the key signature. So if you were somebody who's just started your piano journey and you've just done a few kind of major scales, perhaps you're looking at like C major, a few of the others, and you haven't yet delved into any minor keys, then you could be forgiven for thinking that this was in C major because there are no sharps and flats. At first glance, if you're looking at it, you might look at it and think, oh, there's no sharps or flats, it's in C major. I think that's fair enough, because you might not know, and hopefully you'll know now that with this video, that A minor and C major share the same key signature. So there are exactly the same notes in both keys. So C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. A minor, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So what's happening is that the tonic is changing from C to A. So exactly the same set of notes. And what that is a relative, it's called a relative minor. So every major scale has its own relative minor, and both share the same key signature. So this song, Greensleeves, is in A minor. Exactly the same notes in C major, but we're starting on A instead of C, and it gives the whole thing a completely different feel. So major is very happy, kind of got a happy kind of vibe. Minor has this kind of melancholy kind of feel about it. And if you really listen to Greensleeves, it's got kind of a sad twinge to the whole song. It's got a da 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 da, and the more you go sort of go through your journey with music and listening to more music and playing more music, you'll kind of start to really see that. So the telltale sign really for Greensleeves is that it starts on an A and it ends on an A. So it's how it resolves itself, and that's kind of how we can usually tell what key we're in. Depending on the song, I guess, so there's something in there to tell us that we're in A minor, and for Greensleeves this is it. So we start on A and we finish on A, and it's also, when we listen to it, it's got, like I say, a kind of a sadness about it, so that's that. The second thing to mention is the accidentals. So an accidental is a symbol, sharp or flat symbol, that's next to a note, and what that's doing is it's altering the pitch of that note, and it's often a note that doesn't belong in that particular key signature. So in A minor there are no sharps or flats, but in Greensleeves the composer wants us to play a G sharp. The G sharp doesn't belong in A minor, so we need to know somehow that it's not just a natural G we're playing a sharp in this case. So so that's what that is. So when you see a sharp in a measure with a bar, so a bar and a measure, is what I'm talking about. So when you see a sharp in a bar or measure, you will play that sharp, and then the notes following on from that note until the end of the bar or measure are also of that same pitch, are also sharpened, if that makes sense. So there's a good example of this on bar 14. So you'll see my finger now running over it. Bar 14, we have a G sharp, and then we have an F sharp, and then we have what appears to be just a natural G, when in fact that G is also sharp, because we're still in the same bar. So we haven't gone on, it hasn't been cancelled by the bar line, we're still in that bar of music, so it's a sharp. So yeah, so when you have notes of the same pitch, then they're also sharp within that measure, unless the composer wants us to play a natural G, then they will put a natural sign next to the note. And of course, what tends to happen is when we get to the end of the bar, there's a bar line, and then the sharp is cancelled. So if you say, for instance, it doesn't happen, but in this song, but just for argument's sake, just let's just say there's a G in bar 15 and it didn't have a sharp sign next to it, then it's now a G natural because the sharp is cancelled by the bar line, if you know what I mean, if you follow my drift. So yes, and of course, if there was a G in bar 15 and the composer wanted us to play a sharp again, they'd put a sharp next to the G. So yeah, so it's all about like understanding that once you finish a bar, you go to the next measure, and then it has to be reinstated, if you like, the sharps. Otherwise, we just go back to playing natural. So I hope that's helped. I hope that wasn't too confusing. If you have any questions, please do feel free to email me or leave a comment. If you have any insight and want to leave anything you know about this song, then that's fine too. That anything's cool. So yeah, I'm gonna just do a little example actually of what this song sounds like. Pardon me, sorry, what this song sounds like with no sharps. So they're all G naturals. It still kind of sounds like Greensleeves, but it doesn't really. It's lost its kind of feel. So I'll just leave that for you now, just to see what it sounds like, and I will see you all very soon. All right, take care. Bye for now.